What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the one thing that I believe is on every NBA basketball fan's mind right now. And the question I'm going to pose is this: are the Golden State Warriors wasting Steph Curry's prime years? Now, some people get it confused on when a player prime is. You know, some say it's between the ages of 28 and 33. And some people believe that it's a little bit, later than that. But Stephen Curry is having one of the better seasons that we've seen from any player in the NBA. You know, you look at his stats and it's hard not to be blown away by the things that you see him do on a game-to-game basis. It's hard not to see him going all out for this team on a game-to-game basis. Now, are the Warriors a terrible team? No. Defensively, yes. I believe there's no. I don't know, because I watched them play, and I see moments during the game where I'm like, oh, missed assignment. Oh, bad pass. Oh, guys are not helping. Or, it comes with the game, right? The flow of the game. Sometimes it's hard when guys are inconsistent. It's hard when guys are not as offensively ramping it up like a Curry. But when you pay Andrew Wiggins, when you pay Jordan Poole, those are the guys that are supposed to be there to lighten the load a little bit. Yes, we know Klay Thompson isn't what he used to be, but that's no fault to Steph. Draymond has never been offensively sound. You send James Wiseman to the G League. You have Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Dante DiVincenzo, but you gave up, players that I think in this situation could have helped more because they know the system. Gary Payton II, guys like that. Listen, Juan Toscano Anderson, he wasn't Damian Lee. Guys like that who knew the system and knew where to pick their spots and knew where to be defensively. Again, are the Warriors wasting Steph Curry's prime? Let's dig into a few stats and let's talk about what Steph Curry is doing this year. Now, he's averaging 34.6 minutes a game, which is not bad. I mean, it's not 40, 42. So 34 is a good number for a player of his caliber that's averaging 32.8 points a game. 32.8 points a game. We're talking about somebody that literally is lighting it up, shooting 53% from the field. 53. And we already know what he can do from three. And he's a great free throw shooter. Let's talk about how he leads the team in assists, rebounding. Let's talk about it. I mean, this is one of the better seasons. If you want to talk about points that he's put up against teams, 50 against Phoenix, 40 against Cleveland, 47 against Sacramento. So these things, 39 against Orlando, 32 against Detroit, 31 against Charlotte. The guy is on a proverbial tear right now. Are the Warriors wasting Steph Curry's prime after coming off a championship? There is going to be some hangover. There is going to be some lax as a team. But what Bob Myers and Joe Lacob is doing, as the brass of the Golden State Warriors. You have to bring in reinforcements. You have to make some type of call, because this can't happen if you want to go for your 5th title in so many seasons. The Warriors are the proverbial dynasty of the NBA. We're talking about a team who over the last 7 seasons has almost represented the Western Conference in every finals. Let's talk about it. We're talking about a team that last year nobody picked them to win the championship, and they won. So how can you retool, get better, and add to what Steph is doing? You do not want to let this season go by the wayside if you are the Golden State Warriors. We already know what Steph is going to do, right? We already know. He's going to be an all-star. Right now, he's in contention for MVP. And his team is on the outside looking in. Let's talk about it. I mean, let's really talk about it. It's not, it's not a case where I'm super concerned, but it's a case where I'm looking at what the Warriors do as a team. Again, I think Steve Kerr is a great coach. I think he is. I think he's a great coach. I think he's one of the better minds on the sideline that we have in the NBA. But when Steph is out there getting 50s and you still lose, that's a problem. If your best player has to put up 50 for you to even be in the game, that's a problem. I'm looking at players like Jordan Poole. Inconsistent. He give you 30, then turn around and give you 2. That's a problem. Not when you're making over $100 million. Andrew Wiggins tries, and like I said, could it be some hangover from last year, from them winning the championship? Maybe that could be the case. But when you are, 12th, 6-9, over your last 10, 3-7, 0-8 on the road, who is going to take you serious night after night, right? Because now, instead of people or teams being scared that the Warriors are coming into their building, it's like, oh, they haven't won on the road all year. We can win this game. We can win this game. 3-7 over your last 10. Let's talk about it. Are the Warriors wasting Steph Curry's prime years? Even if you look at Steph's stats over the course of his career, right? Over the course of his career with the Warriors, and you say, okay, this year he's averaging 32. Last year he averaged 25. The year before that, 2020, he averaged 32. The year 2019, he had the injury, so he only played 5 games, but did average 20. 2018, 27. 2017, 26. And 2016, 25. 2015, 30. Now, we know Steph Curry is a back-to-back MVP, and we know what he's capable of. So my theory to all of this, right, is that the Warriors have to make calls. They have to bring in some type of dynamic that shifts what they do. I don't know if that's allowing James Wiseman to go to the G League and let him get minutes down there before they bring him back up. I don't know if it's making some free agency moves. I don't know who's there to help them as far as what they need, because I feel like defensively is where they need the most help, and offensively, because if you make a call to like a Carmelo, he helps offensively, yes, but defensively. If you make a call to a LaMarcus Aldridge, yes, that's another body in the paint, but he's older. In today's NBA, where you have guys 6'11", 7 foot at the perimeter, but they're able to dribble, pass, and shoot. When you look at a DeMarcus Cousins, who was helping out the Denver Nuggets last year during Jokic being out, you look at the grand scheme of what can the Warriors do to improve, and improve fast, because we're coming up upon 20 games into the season. So now is the time where those bad habits, they linger on. They linger on for the season. And you don't want to look down the line 30 games into the season, 35 games into the season, and this is a ongoing issue. I think that the Warriors, I'm going to say this, right? I don't think that the Warriors are wasting Steph Curry's prime. I don't think that at all. This is my theory, right? Because I feel like when things do finally fall into place with them, this is going to be an afterthought. The beginning, it ends up being like a story like Rocky. You don't remember him losing in the beginning. You remember the triumphs. So if the Warriors turn around and win their 5th championship, nobody's going to say, oh, but they were, 0-8 on the road in November. Nobody's going to say that. They're going to say, oh, another one for the Golden State Warriors. We knew they could get it done. It's just a matter of overcoming. So when you look at Steph, 34 years old, man, 34, and the way he plays. So this isn't a cause for ring the alarm and say, oh man, let's blow this thing up and start all. No, it's not that. It's the fact that when you look at who they have personnel wise and what they could be, it shouldn't look like this. That's all I'm going to say. It should not look like this. But again, who am I to say, right? If you look at defensive ratings and things like that, I mean, we're talking about a team that's 27th in defensive percentage. It's bad. That is bad. So defensive wise, the Warriors have things to fix. I don't know if it's mixing and matching. Like I said, guys are inconsistent. I'm talking to you, Jordan Poole. It's no reason why you making that much money and you should be inconsistent. Whether it's you coming off the bench or whether it's you starting. We know what you're capable of. Make it happen. Andrew Wiggins, same thing goes for you. Clay, I know you're dealing with certain things and guys calling you out about you not being the same player, but I know what you're capable of. I've seen you play. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys think that the Warriors are wasting Steph Curry's prime years this season? Do you think this season is going to end well for them? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. It's always great to hear from you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.